The following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2025 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Leading the Dolphins sideline, head coach Mike McDaniel. His side would be happy to continue this recent stretch, winners of 5 of their last 7. On the Steelers sideline, that is head coach Mike Tomlin. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Scott here with Brock Hewer, the All-Pro Chris Boswell on for the kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he has this down to the 34. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that leaves the Dolphins 1st down.
And the Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith.
4 yards on.
Motion the tight end over.
2nd and 6.
2nd down carry for Achane. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the course of the season. And the later in the season you're dealing with injuries, the more the depth of your roster is so tested. And now it's time for those lesser-known names to make their name.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Now Tua to throw. That's caught. Devon Achane. Nice run across the 15. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish up an excellent opening series. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers, nothing.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman, drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong, Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year. Taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Rodgers. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They sneak it with Rodgers. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good.
All set to go now from the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To the air on 1st down. Rodgers finds his back. Jalen Warren. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Fall forward, and I think you've got this 1st down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Warren here from the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. And no 3rd down required now.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Rodgers to throw. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's 1st down at the 41.
First down.
Heads out on the bootleg. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Jalen Warren.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That'll be caught by Adam Thielen. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Caught near the goal line. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
4 yards. That's another Steelers 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Steelers finish off their opening drive. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. D.S. Criggs to return it. And Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Motioning Washington right. Tua off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Rolling left, buying some time. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
They can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their 2nd drive. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First down throw here by Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And the Dolphins are going to get to him, and he is dropped. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
It's 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Opening frame of the game, and 2 times already, these defenders have got home for a home run sack. If they get their way, a lot more teammates are going to join them on the stat sheet with the takedown before this one ends.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Miami offense headed out there now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at 3rd and very long. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. And send the receiver left. Achane, a 1st down carry. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kyle? Douglas hauling him down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Achane again on second. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Cole Holcomb there on the stop.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
Going on third, Tagovailoa. Finds his back, Achane. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The kick by Patterson is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Here comes Williams on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First down, here's Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Play action here with Rodgers. Caught by Washington, left side. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
A gain of 17 yards.
Off the play fake, here's Rodgers. Left side into the hands of Boyd. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out.
Out-of-bounds at the 47-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Throw here, 3rd down. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Near the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 2nd quarter lead.
There are a couple different ways now to win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
14. Dolphins 10.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say, on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt. Silver.
And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Slot man motioned over. Tagovailoa now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Looking slant route, complete. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
26 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
It's Achan on the inside give. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 45.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're in a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
A 10-yard gain.
And put a receiver in motion right. Tagovailoa throwing on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. And the ball is going to remain at midfield as he is stopped at the line. No gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 9 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. We throw it deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now lead by 10. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown.
I know you got a mixture looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers drive their lead to 11. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They find themselves down 21 to 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. On him quick, and they bring it down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Here's Tua. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Don't want to give them another shot at 3rd down, so they'll bring up 4th while they can and decline the flag. Collects this at the 32. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Rodgers from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Well, that run puts him right back in the same old situation for 3rd down. I really thought that run was going to get the couple inches they needed. You could tell, just look at him down there, Kate. They thought it was going to work, too.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the
1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Roman Wilson reels it in. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. That one hits for 30. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. So it'll be 2nd and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any team.
Rodgers is hit. The ball is loose. But I believe a Steeler was first to that football. They make the recovery and keep possession. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
For the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that extends their lead to 14.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achan. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Tua off the play fake. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hold this one away. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. He'll air it out on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Tua now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Need to shake off that tackle and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13. Now Tua to throw. Here's a screen for Achan. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa off the play fake. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. That's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. First down throw here by Rodgers. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw. This is Metcalf working that right side. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. One last play before the break. Warren running between the tackles. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Week 15 of the NFL season, playoff time for you fantasy football players, but for the real teams, the home stretch is starting. Let's get into it. Our spin through the NFL starts now. In Inglewood, the Rams at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And it's the dangerous speedster, Jameson Williams. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Lions get it done on the road as they come away with the victory. Next up, it's Santa Clara, California. Let's look in on the Niners as they host the Tennessee Titans. And it's CMC, Christian McCaffrey. A scintillating run for the touchdown. The 49ers win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. Got one more to show you. Let's go to Denver. It's the Broncos taking on the Packers. And this is Bo Nix finding his man. That's Marvin Mims. 15 yards for the touchdown. The Broncos run their winning streak to double digits as they get their 10th straight victory. With that, let's give you a look at the playoff picture in the AFC through 15 weeks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's going well so far. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. A run from Warren here to start the 3rd. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. Well, this late in the year, Brock, just about every team in the league, as we all know, is battling some injury woes, and these guys are no exception.
It's an unfortunate byproduct of any sport, but especially the trauma involved in this sport. You're going to lose guys over the course of the season. And the later in the season you're dealing with injuries, the more the depth of your roster is so tested. And now it's time for those lesser-known names to make their name.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. Chooks away from one. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And that touchdown catch earlier, it's another for him this season, as you can see, among the NFL's leaders in that category so far this year. First down, here's Tua. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Into the house it goes, it's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown. That pick six ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there's any hope left, they sure could have used some points. They're going to have to get points now in a hurry. That's for an offense who just threw the interception. And he might back out there. You better flush it fast.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins 10.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Fielded at the 7. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock, coming off that pick six that just made the hole they're in deeper. So first and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa back to the air after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Brings up third and 10.
Here he goes, third and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at the fourth down now after that sack.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. The type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Up to the air on first down, Rodgers. Throwing the out route complete. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
To throw, Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, third and long. Third and long for him here. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up fourth and long. They're out now, ready to punt it. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Miami offense headed out there now. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down here, covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
To the right side, caught by Wilson. This one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Rodgers will look to throw. It's a screen play to Warren. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Rodgers off the play action. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throwing again, Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
13 yards on the play. That's good for us Steelers.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain.
He's across midfield to the
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
That's another Steelers 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Warren once more. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Rodgers from the gun. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him 8 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Rodgers set to pass. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
DK Metcalf, incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 20.
They go with Warren on the run. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
38, Dolphins 10.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Eskridge on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Back to the line they come, second down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's keeping it. Short pickup to their own 31. Stopped by the perennial All-Pro and Defensive Player of the Year contender. That's T.J. Watt. 5 DBs out there for the Steelers. Third down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's caught for the first. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Tagovailoa on first down. It is caught left side. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
2 now from the gun. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and hauling a heck of a souvenir. The tight end going in motion right. To the air yet again. Tagovailoa complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. To the line and sets. Here we go. First down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Tua again. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. After the sack, defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. Tua setting up to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
12 yards to go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Desperation time here. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down. They pulled off the conversion. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st down, Dolphins.
Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. Finds his back, Achane. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Achane. It's on the turf, ball's out, he lost it. But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis, at least momentarily, averted. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now. Here's 2 on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
So many options on 3rd and 1. That playbook wide open. And when you call a QB sneak, the last thing you want is to see that play go backwards.
Trying for it, it's H.M. They blow this play up. They're humbled and sent off the field here with a loss of yards and a turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on fourth down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
Mike Tomlin sending his Steelers out there for another drive. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. He dodged the tackle, and they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. He gets a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Warren here from the gun. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Extra DB out there for the Finns. 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to hit this one well. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, well, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Playing with H.M. here out of the gun. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. And the Dolphins, 1st down. 2 yards on the play. 1st down, Miami.
New set of downs for him from the 31. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now they'll hand it off to H.M. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That's good for a couple of yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Miami.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Tua off the play fake. Pass complete to Dulcich. And he'll get it up to the 44.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 44-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He had it for a moment. defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Malik Washington. Incomplete.
Throwing. Here's Tagovailoa on third. Completed over the middle. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Fourth down.
Here's a handoff for A-Chain. And this isn't going anywhere good. He's caught well behind that line of scrimmage, and they're going to be sent off after the turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a fourth down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground, and power it across. But there was no overcoming up front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They run with Warren. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Rodgers going to throw here, third down. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
27 yards. That's good for us.
Looking inside the red zone. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll run now with Warren. Down to the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Looking for it with Warren. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
It's a gain of a yard.
Just 1 yard on the run. Still in good shape, though, with 2nd and goal from the 2. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Warren has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
When you get stuff like that on a second down run, the focus kind of shifts from getting a first down to just giving your punter enough room to get the ball out.
They'll run. It's Warren. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also pulls the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Boswell able to knock it through. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Get another shot across the bow of the ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Eskridge on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with A-Chan. Escapes a defender. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, looks like the 30. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
And the Dolphins first down.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.